To say that Victor Wembanyama is one of the most anticipated prospects in professional sports history is not hyperbole. This website made reference to the legendary Lou Alcindor 1 year prior to the 7 feet 5 inches French wonderkid entering the draft. All that Wembanyama accomplished in the next year was lead his team to the championship series and win MVP of France's highest professional league at the age of 19. We were being modest when we referred to Wembanyama as the greatest prospect to enter the draft since LeBron James. Wembanyama made his San Antonio Spurs debut in front of Chet Holmgren and the Oklahoma City Thunder, a thrilling preseason debut. Even though Wembanyama's first game was remarkable, his second game was even better, generating moments we had never seen on a basketball court. Wembanyama led the Spurs to a 120-104 victory over the Miami Heat on Friday night. In just 23 minutes, the youngster scored 23 points on 10 of 15 shots from the field, adding 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 blocks. Even if the sentence is amazing, it cannot convey the complete insanity and genius of witnessing him perform. Wembanyama has extraordinary talent that shines through on screen in a variety of ways. At 7 feet 4 inches barefoot and with an 8-foot wingspan, the rookie is the NBA's tallest player right out of the gate. This kind of speed and fluidity have never been seen in a person this tall. In his best moments, he can display incredible flashes of shooting and ball handling ability that leave an opposing defense useless, demonstrating his genuine talent level. When asked about the challenge of facing the 7'4" phenom, Toronto Raptors player OG Anunoby could only laugh. Victor Wembanyama is still sweeping the NBA as he begins his career. On Sunday night, the Frenchman participated in his 5th NBA regular season game. At AT&T Center, he helped the Raptors defeat him 123-116 in overtime by scoring 20 points and grabbing 9 rebounds. The 19-year-old also had 5 highlight reel blocks, one of which was against Anunoby, when Wembanyama ate up the floor with his massive frame and blocked a 3-point effort from the corner with his hand. 6'7" guard Anunoby, who scored 24 points on the night, including the game-winning basket that forced out, was questioned about the difficulty of facing Wembanyama after the game. In answer, he laughed and added, "He's too tall. He's way too tall." With very high hopes, Wembanyama has started his NBA career impressively. Though he was arguably the most anticipated draft prospect since LeBron James 20 years ago, the teenager has begun to live up to expectations. Wembanyama had the finest game of his young career on the road against the Phoenix Suns, scoring 38 points and grabbing 10 rebounds prior to a strong performance against the Raptors. He displayed an uncommon range of remarkable ball skills for a player of his size, which led many analysts to speculate that he would be considered for several accolades at the end of the season in addition to Rookie of the Year. Wembanyama is scoring an astounding 20.5 points per game, while shooting 49% from the field. He also averages 8 rebounds, 1 steal, and nearly 3 blocks per game. Victor Wembanyama versus Giannis Antetokounmpo was everything we expected it to be and more. Really, it was like a fever dream. It was incredible to watch the two battle back and forth in the last few minutes of the match. Wembanyama blocks a huge shot in one moment, then makes a following 3-pointer in the next. Alright, neat. The next, Giannis dunks all over someone with a Space Jam maneuver. Alright, whoa. Wemby then blocks Giannis. Man, what a fantastic play. Wemby was special. We knew it. We have been discussing it for the past year and a half. This guy has the power to completely upend the basketball industry. He performs actions that are beyond his apparent capabilities. However, when does he act in such a manner? Here are some of the NBA experiences Victor Wembanyama of San Antonio has had thus far. 38 points in one game, participating in a back-to-back for the first time, losing 2 games by 40 points, blowing a big lead and losing, and coming back from a big deficit to win. It has been instructive. According to all accounts, the almost 7'4" French rookie is passing the exams. The current stats for Wembanyama are 2.6 blocks, 8.4 rebounds, and 19.4 points per game. Shaquille O'Neal was the last player to post such averages over his first 7 games of a career in 1992. At the time, everyone agreed that O'Neal was unique. The refrains are recognizable even now. "This is unlike anything we've ever seen," Indiana head coach Rick Carlisle remarked. Though the game has changed since then, it's difficult to disagree with Carlisle's analysis. when taking Wembanyama's inside-outside strategy into account. Never before has a rookie averaged as many points and rebounds and made one three-pointer per game. LeBron James, a star player for the Los Angeles Lakers, who arrived in the league with tremendous fanfare as the highly anticipated #1 choice in 2003, stated, "The guy's going to be great." 20 years later, James saw Wembanyama contend with the same unearthly expectations. Wembanyama likely had one last week after 2 victories in Phoenix, if he needed one. After trailing for 47-1 by 2 of the 48 minutes on October 31. The Spurs came back from a 20-point deficit to defeat the Suns 115-114. 2 nights later, Wembanyama scored 38 points and pulled down 10 rebounds as the Spurs defeated the Suns once more 132-121. There have also been difficult evenings. The Spurs suffered a 40-point loss to the Los Angeles Clippers and a 41-point loss to Indiana. They were only the second team in NBA history to lose 2 games by 40 points in the first 7 games of the season. The other club was the Suns in 2017-18, who ended up finishing last in the league that season. Both the Spurs and Wembanyama have unquestionably higher goals. Although Popovich has never been one to give out phony or overly enthusiastic praise, he already speaks highly of Wembanyama and refers to him as a very special young man, praising his coachability, relationships with teammates, and philosophy on life. One thing has nearly always been true of the National Basketball Association's history. The league is very challenging, particularly for newcomers. If you're not Magic Johnson, the first year of your profession is usually filled with hardship, heartache, and plenty of mistakes. However, the players in the NBA have also learned that perseverance is a necessary skill in the professional game. What counts most is how one handles those difficult situations. Fall, but get back up. Regarding the 2 most anticipated rookies for the 2023-24 season, Victor Wembanyama and Scoot Henderson, who were selected first and third in the 2023 draft, respectively, the next season is proving to be a test of all they had previously cherished and taken great satisfaction in. This was not only the first time the 2 rookies faced off in opposing jerseys since October 2022 in a much-discussed showcase that matched Henderson's G League team against Wembanyama's Metropolitans' '92 squad from the French top division, but it was also the first of 2 back-to-back games for the Spurs and Blazers. This time, the teams competing at the City of Roses were Henderson's Portland Trail Blazers and Wemby's San Antonio Spurs. The game highlighted the fact that the stories from last year won't completely translate to this year, with both clubs languishing at the bottom of the Western Conference. Though both San Antonio's Greg Popovich and Portland's Chauncey Billups are championship coaches, it is still unclear how the rookies will catch up to their illustrious play callers. Wembanyama is already predicted to get a better $100 million contract with U.S. athletic products giant Nike, surpassing the $90 million LeBron James received when he first joined the league in 2003. Should the $100 million amount materialize, it would represent the largest contract ever granted to a player who hasn't ever participated in an NBA game. The venerable 83-year-old marketing expert Sonny Vaccaro, who signed Kobe Bryant to Adidas and Michael Jordan to Nike, thinks Wembanyama's special aptitude may fetch historic profits. That's all for today. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications. Also, express your valuable thoughts in the comment section below. Until then, bye. Also, spend some time watching other videos on the channel.